Hey Scorpio, welcome to your March 2017 reading. My name is Dre. This is going to be a general reading, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you guys again for your continued support. I really appreciate it. Especially you guys. Among some other signs, you watch my videos the most. I do want to say if you see somebody using my videos out there, just report them. It happens to other tarot readers all the time. It's unfair. Also, if you don't want to miss out on when I upload a video, just enable the notifications. Right next to the red subscription box or whatever, there's like a bell. Just click the bell. Follow me on Twitter. I want to make it like an extension of this channel. I do like weekly. I've done weekly tarot, little readings, but I want to make it more consistent. So yeah, I plan on turning that into something. I'm still giving readings. My lips look really shiny. Jesus. I'm I'm still giving readings. They're still discounted throughout the month of March, just to show my appreciation, but also because it's Pisces season. So like, why not? So let's get started. Astrologically, there's not a lot happening for you guys. I mean, the new moon eclipse in Pisces, that's in your, don't tell me. That's in your, fifth house. So a lot of you might be meeting somebody, or you might, start dating somebody, or you've reached a point in your dating life where or in terms of having fun, I see you guys as trying to be a lot more open, or that's what you need to do. But yeah, besides that, everything else is really affecting the cardinal signs and the mutable signs. And so I was like I told the other signs, I usually refer back to old readings. I didn't want to do that this time around, but I feel like I've been doing it anyway. So let's see what we have for you guys. In your last readings, it was all about. I still remember your very first reading I did, because you guys had no major arcana. And so in that last reading, it was more of a sense of you guys, somebody gracefully told me that I was telling the history of the world in those readings. But it was just like you guys, you have your eye on the prize, but I felt like you weren't just allowing yourselves to enjoy all the blessings that were around you. I was getting that sense. I don't know. So, let's see what we have this time. We have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, the overall theme. Alright, in the center we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Moon in reverse. We have the Sun. We have the Hierophant. We have the Queen of Cups. Three of Swords. Five of Wands reversed. And the Two of Wands. Very interesting, because we have what people say is the best card in the deck, as well as the most painful. Okay. You guys have been carrying like a burden, been carrying a thought pattern. You've been thinking about things in a way that has really hindered or restricted you. And that's like a consistent message I've been getting for you, Scorpio, at least with my readings. I'm not sure what the other readers are saying. Um, because it's just like, there's a part of yourself that you don't want to let go of, that you can't imagine living without. And I feel like it's a very part of you, like your very essence, your very, I don't want to say your existence, but it would take you having to unlearn everything that you know. It would have to be something that totally shatters your illusion about, this is general love, a job, somebody that you're a friend or anything. But with the Three of Cups crowning, I'm feeling like, in terms of your pleasure and in terms of how open you are, you guys are probably in a place right now where you want to meet new people, or you want to bring some sort of life back into your love relationship as well as your friendships. But that's what's going to be stressed here, because again, I'm getting the sense that a lot of you are, or some of you just might be shutting yourself off, because something has come to light, or something is coming to light, and it involves you. I feel like it involves you and directly one other person, or just like a close group of people, like your colleagues, or like, I'm not really saying family, but it could be just people that there's like this sort of attachment or obligation to. Because I'm feeling like some things really have to be just, some things have to be looked at, dealt with, cast aside. I want to pull a card for this Hierophant. Because it could be a marriage, but I'm getting a very, very general energy with that card. Because I'm feeling like you guys, you're holding yourselves back. You are truly just like, there's a part of you that's waiting for something, but I feel like you'd rather somebody else take the lead. I'm also going to pull a clarifier for the Queen of Wands. Because that could be, that's definitely an outside energy. This Queen of Cups is you guys. This Queen of Wands is somebody that, she's come up a few times actually. This is either somebody that you need to reach out to, somebody that you're married to, male or female fire sign, but really could be any energy. Just somebody that presents themselves as such. So with the Queen of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands reversed and the Wheel of Fortune reversed, or the wheel in this deck. So I'm getting the sense that for a lot of you, you're just tired. You have fought. You have the Seven of Wands over the Hierophant. So yeah, you guys are fighting for something or someone, because there's somebody, I feel like there's somebody around you that you can't please anymore, or there's somebody that is just, they're dissatisfied with you, or what you guys have is like on your last legs. Again, if this is a work situation, this is somebody that you work for, that it's just like you don't see a future with this company or under this person. But I feel like you're still putting all your heart and you're putting all of your determination and hard work into this job or into this relationship. But it could be strictly out of obligation. It could be a way that you guys, I'm getting the sense that you guys are having trouble trying to understand how to grow from where you currently are. And I really get that in that last reading. Like, you're limiting yourself in a way. You're limiting your actions. You're limiting, because you guys are, You guys are hung up on a train of thought, a train of thinking. I'm going to clarify this Eight of Swords as well. And, it could be directly involved with this heartbreak or with this, like, terrible disappointment that you guys have made. We have the Chariot reverse. So it's like a lot of you're chained to something. You are. Pull another one. Because that's essentially what I know. It's just like, why? And it's pointing at this heartbreak, something that really happened in the past, but it's not anything that you've been able to fully heal yourself from. Again, I get the sense that you guys are on edge, on guard, on the defense, but you're willing to play offense as well. And we have Death reverse, your card. Okay, Scorpio. So that pretty much tells me you guys, things have changed around you. Things are changing, whether you want to look at it or whether you want to admit it or not. Because it seems like with the external pressure, with the external obligations around you, you're finding it hard to actually live up to those expectations or to actually push yourself through and break through. The Eight of Swords is also a good card. It can be. And that's why I pulled the clarifiers to try to see if it was actually good or bad. But it's like, excuse me, either a change is underway or a change needs to occur because for the most part, what I'm getting at is that some of you've either opened your eyes to the bullshit or you're in a very, I don't even want to say tense. It's just like erratic time right now where it's hard for you to make heads or tails of where you plan, if you're in a relationship, where you plan to take this relationship because somebody might have found something out about you or you guys are keeping secrets from each other, but that is palpable, or it's just like you guys aren't fighting right now, but you guys fighting. I don't know if it's, like I said, farting. Sorry, I just woke up. But some of you are, if you're not fighting right now, it's just that lull between the next big argument or whatever, and it could be directly attached to somebody that you're with, and that even when you look at them, when you look at this person, it's just like you see your history, you see your past, but you can't really see a future with them, and any sort of future you do see with them, it's just like, I'm just getting a feeling that it's depressing or that it's obligatory. That Jesus, I'm going to pull another clarifier. I really want to know why the Death and the Chariot is here in reverse. Because it's just like, okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. So somebody is unwilling to give, somebody's unwilling to compromise, somebody's unwilling to share, express what's on their mind. There's no sense of balance here. There's no sense of even, Scorpio, when we find ourselves in like tough situations, it's so easy for us to just sort of back ourselves into a corner or either just put our head in the sand, sort of ignore facing the problem head on. And I feel like you've allowed yourself to become calcified in this, within the stance of just being defensive or being aloof, standoffish, evasive. And in doing that, you've limited any chance of your situation from actually being the full transformative experience that it needs to be. You're still hanging on, holding on in some way. I'm mainly seeing it, it's like subconscious, because with this moon reverse, it's subconscious, but it's also in how you communicate. Because all this fire energy, it's like you might come off as very again, you come off as very pointed, especially probably to somebody in particular, especially if you find yourself having to defend why you're doing something, or if like if somebody's like I'm getting the sense of like you're working overtime constantly every week, and people are probably a close friend or somebody that you're with, they're just like take time out. Why are you working so hard? And you're just like, well, I'm working to sustain this family, or I'm working to do this or do that. And I'm getting the sense that you guys are like throwing your you're throwing throwing yourself off because you're not directly facing a problem. And I got that, and if not the reading before, where the mid-January, where it was just like, and in the very first reading I did for you guys, where it was just like, you need to not sort of distract yourself by just doing a whole bunch of work on things or whatever, just to sort of distract your mind, or just to not have to look at something. Because ultimately, I feel like you guys are in a place now where you want to have some fun, you want to let loose, you need to open up. And it's just that things are just so tense right now, and you're still, I don't want to say you're clinging onto this heartbreak, but there's still heartbreak in the past that you haven't completely gotten over. You're still healing from that, but it's just like at the same time, it's affecting how you think, and it's affecting how you communicate. And it's just like, why, Scorpio? Why? Sorry if I sounded kind of dramatic. Why, Scorpio? Why? But it's sort of true. It's just like, because going forward, we have all these amazing cards. We have the Sun, we have Queen of Cups, and we have Two of Wands. And I feel like at the end of the day, you do want to just feel good about yourself, feel happy about yourself, be able to do what you want to do, have some sort of autonomy, be emotionally open, be there for people that need you, be kind, be wise, but also put into action any sort of plans you have. Because now is I feel like it's a crucial, I mean, it's always crucial. Astrology is cyclical, at least in how it works. And the same thing with tarot. I feel like the same lessons come up again and again, especially with you, Scorpio, with the readings I've done at least. Where it's just like somebody, either we don't have our own back or somebody doesn't have our back. But it's just like, how can we be there for ourselves if we're not allowing other people to be there for us? Or vice versa, like we can't be there for other people if we're not there for ourselves. We can't, we have to understand that there comes a time when we're just really getting in our own way, where we're just going through the motions, feeding on past hurt, feeding on past resentment, dealing with people that really don't have our best interests at heart, that all they want to do is just either control us or make us feel worthless. But yeah, we're still fighting for them. We're still fighting for either a marriage. We're still fighting for like, well, this is my job. This is what I do. I don't care if it takes up all of my time. I don't care if it's distracting me from what needs to be actually addressed. I don't care if there's fights because of it. I'm just doing it because. And that's only because, Scorpio, you're not allowing yourself to actually just, you're not releasing yourself from something. And I think that for you guys, it's going to be such a huge lesson to sort of figure out. You have such a beautiful, you guys always, like in the last reading especially, you guys have such a positive outlook for what's to come, for what can happen, for what can be. But it's just that you have to allow yourself to see that, and you have to allow yourself to experience that. What are you not letting go of? What do you need to look at more carefully? Because you probably feel like things are out of control, or that too many things have changed. Too much has changed, and you don't like it. And because of that, you're withholding. excuse me, because of that, you're being probably a little selfish, or you're being rude, or you're just allowing somebody to be that way towards you because you feel like you don't deserve anything. Because there's a part of yourself that has, again, calcified, that has died. Well, it hasn't died. It's just calcified. It's just inert. You just have to figure out what that is and get it working again. And that's going to take a lot of, you really have to talk to somebody. Open up. Use this Three of Cups. Really open up. Talk to people. Go out with your friends. Go out with your significant other. Talk to people you haven't talked to in a while. You might need to just meet up with old friends. Maybe this is what you're desiring, but it's like, there's probably so much other shit happening where it's just like you might just be allowing yourself to be in your feelings, which is fine. But there will come a time where we have to actually open up, Scorpio, and we have to address things that is clearly plain to see. You guys are very intuitive. All the water signs are. It's like you feel this change in your environment, and it has to do with this heartbreak. But going forward, it's more like, do you just want to be a victim, or do you want to be a victor? All right, I'm going to pull one more card from the Osho Zen Tarot deck. I love this deck. It is so chill. All the messages. Because it's like, we don't have to do anything besides just let go of things that need to be let go of. And you guys got 3, creativity, corresponds to the Empress. Oops. I'll just read the little description. Creativity is a quality that you bring to the activity that you're doing. It is an attitude, an inner approach, how you look at things. Not everybody can be a painter, and there is no need also. If everybody is a painter, the world would be very ugly. It would be difficult to live, and not everyone could be a dancer, and there is no need. But everybody can be creative. Whatsoever you do, if you do it joyfully, if you do it lovingly, if your act of doing it is not purely economical, then it is creative. If you have something growing out of it within you, if it gives you growth, it is spiritual, it is creative, it is divine. You become more divine as you become more creative. All the religions of the world have said that God is the creator. I don't know whether he is the creator or not, but one thing I know, the more creative you become, the more godly you become. When your creativity comes to a climax, when your whole life becomes creative, you live in God. So he must be the creator because people who have been creative have been closest to him. Love what you do. Be meditative while you are doing it, whatsoever it is. So for me, this is telling me, Scorpio, that you guys just really need to allow yourself to be open. 3 here in the 3 of Cups. But we also have this 3 of Swords. You have to be able to take all of the pain that you have in your heart, but also all of the love that you have around you. Whatever, even if you have to like sort of fake something, if you have to like really change how you look at something in order to make it seem like a positive, do that, because that's going to be the only way for us to heal this. I feel like this burning in our heart, this shooting pain, I feel like, that you guys have. But you have to be able to open yourselves up, look at the world differently. Even if you're not really a creative person, you can be creative in the way you talk to people. You can be creative in the way you do your work. You can be creative in the way you choose to look at a current situation. Because I feel like when we're creative, we're trying to just look for answers. So try to find an answer to whatever this problem is, Scorpio. And I think the true test of your creativity will be, are you going to be able to rebuild yourself out of it? To rise like the phoenix out of it, I guess would be a good way to put it. Okay, Scorpio, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate doing your readings as always. And I will see you guys in a couple weeks, middle of the month, for March mid-month readings. Okay, bye guys.